Thank you so much. Good afternoon.
So it sounded like relatively positive news on Friday. Your stock is trading off a little bit this morning. What do you make of investor reaction?
Yeah, it's actually a fundamentally important time for us and for the treatment of folks with food allergy. And sometimes you see the stock run up a little bit coming into these advisory committees because we publish our briefing documents and the FDA publish the documents that they're making available to brief the advisors in advance of the meeting. And we saw a little bit of that last week. But, for us, what's more important is the downstream value here. We're in this for the long game, and there are a lot of people who don't have therapeutic options for any food allergies at the moment.
Dr. Dallas, it's going to be welcomed by a lot of parents. Even anecdotally, friends of mine whose kids are dealing with this were thrilled to hear it, but wondered about the cost, and we're a little worried about it. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so, we wouldn't be an awesome company if we were bringing therapies to market where the patients could not afford that. So we're right in the middle of doing the work on what we're going to be charging for this. But our goal is to make certain that the patients and the families who need to get access to this kind of medicine will be able to do that.
What are your conversations like with the insurer community right now? Some people might say this is just peanuts. Why should we pay thousands of dollars for that?
Yeah, so first of all, it's not just peanuts. If you went out and bought different kinds of peanut flours and you looked at the actual content of them, it's astounding that there's about a 400-fold difference in the amount of peanut protein that you can find from one flour to the next. And when you're doing immunotherapy, which is what this is, you start with really tiny doses of the thing that someone's allergic to, and you increase that slowly over time. But the exact amount of the dose and the exact amount of the protein is really very important. And the one thing that we do here is we have what we call an allergenic fingerprint, which means that the protein that they're getting is exactly the same every single time. And the doses that we can deliver are accurate. The lowest dose we give when we start this is about 1/600th of a peanut. And it's really hard to do that without having something that's weighed and that is made in a proper pharmaceutical manufacturing facility.
You might have partly answered my next question, which is going to be about what makes your therapy so special. If what you guys have done works, why couldn't tons of other companies rush into this space and provide the very same thing?
Well, this is exactly the core of it, is that we have this allergenic fingerprint that ensures that every patient who takes our product gets the same allergen over and over and over again. And one of the things we've observed when doctors have tried to do this kind of treatment using food products is as the food product changes over time, patients can get treated or what we call desensitized and then resensitized again as they use different versions of the allergen. So this is very, very important to the product we have.
And about the safety profile of this product, what do you say to parents who say, I would love to get this protection for my child, but I'm terrified to give them the very thing that could, be very dangerous for them? How do you manage that safety profile?
Sure. So, the idea of giving someone very small doses of the things they're allergic to treat their allergy over time has been around for about 100 years. And, there are about 3 million people every year who go and have allergy shots for their hay fever. Well, that's exactly the same biology as what we're doing. And we know that those shots can cause allergic reactions as you're getting desensitized to whatever it is that's causing your hay fever. Here we have the same thing. The difference here is that this is an oral therapy, and it's treating a life-threatening disease rather than something that is just a quality-of-life disease. Our job is to make certain that parents and families understand exactly what it is that they're getting into with this therapy and really pointing to the end game. And the end game of this is that knowing your child can go to a birthday party, a summer camp, a holiday on an airplane, which they may never have done before, and if they get exposed accidentally to peanuts, that they're not going to have a life-threatening event. That is really the end game of this, right? We're not suggesting folks should eat a lot of peanuts. They should continue to avoid peanuts. They're still allergic to them, but they're not going to have a life-threatening event.
Well, that would improve the quality of life for everybody. Dr. Dallas, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Thanks for joining us.